So this is a little clip of an advert that's been playing for Zwift. The eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that it looks like Poel is riding a new Canyon Aeroad. So intrigued by that, I thought we'd have a very quick look at what's new, if in fact this is the new Aeroad from Canyon. So here we have the 2019 Canyon Aeroad. This is the top of the range with the SRAM Access group set on it. This bike has been pretty much the same since its release in, I think it was 2014. And I've done a video before where I said that it was about time we had an update now that most aero bikes got a more integrated handlebar system. So very roughly, I took that frame from the Zwift advert, and I haven't spent much time on this today, but I've stuck another wheel on the back. I lined it up with the axle on the back, but it does look like it's probably a bit far back. It's possible that the frame from the video is a bit distorted. But anyway, rough and ready, and if we compare between the two, we can immediately see some definite changes. Probably the most notable one is we have a much deeper aero seat post in comparison to the last Aeroad. Now if we compare that to, say, the Venge from Specialized, Canyon have gone a lot more along that line there. So definitely more aerodynamic, but what we do know is that that can cause the ride of the bike to be a little bit harsh. But then the other thing of note is if we look at this close-up from the video, I might be wrong, but I can't see the bolt anywhere to do up the seat clamp around this area, whereas on the old version, I believe it was here. But then if we look at this shot from the video, quite clearly see a black hole here, which maybe that is the adjuster for the seat clamp, in which case it's much lower down. Just about see that there. So maybe that then allows the seat post to flex a little bit. Just an observation, might be completely wrong. So then just flicking between the two, the other thing that is definitely standing out is clearly the new version has got the cables integrated into the bars and stem and into the headset. But this does look like a very interesting arrangement in that it's at a very different angle to what we're used to, and it's incredibly thin. Now if you look at a bike like, say, the Trek Madone, big fat and chunky there. Even the Venge is pretty chunky there. So that is super skinny. I'm not sure quite how they've managed to get all the cables in there. It's going to be very interesting to see how that works. Forks-wise, up front, you can see on the old version of the Aeroad, they tapered down. It's much more straight down now, thicker at the bottom, which presumably is more aerodynamic. Not quite as thick as the Venge forks, and nothing like as thick as the Madone forks. So that's quite interesting. And then if we move to the rear of the bike, you can see this is all changed around here, and we've got a much deeper seat stay there, which is presumably more aerodynamic. So all in all, this definitely looks like a redesign of the Canyon Aeroad. Oh, the other thing I noticed was in Van der Poel's race setup, he's definitely got what looks like a 140 on the front there. I don't know whether that's something that he just does or whether that's something we can expect in the future, because most come with a 160. So we're going to have to wait and see what Canyon actually release in the end, and when they release it. Will they release it before the Tour de France 2020? Who knows? But great to see an update coming. Excited to see what the changes bring. So that's it for this video, just a quick one. I'm currently working on the best in range for the Scott Addict RC, so keep your eyes out for that one. That's coming up soon. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.